right here. They mine coal out of that facility, both the number 6 coal and the number 7 coal. For this discussion, we're going to be talking about the number 7 mine. Which the number 7 mine currently is, when this map was printed, was in white, or this shade right here. Their number 6 mine basically is on a seam that's lower than that, that's proceeding to the south and to the west. But the number 7 mine is located here. This color here, the orange, represents the coal or the coal interest that Buckingham currently has control of. Here and here. The white area shows that's a mined out area, in that particular white area. That's being mined as we spoke, or when this map was printed. Now I assume, and we'll have updated information, I think, from our mine safety people that are here tonight, where they're particular at right now in this reserve. This map has changed somewhat as far as what they've mined in their reserve out. Was there any way that the state would be interested in the idea of them mining a corridor through the state park in order to access these reserves? That was the first meeting. All of us on D3, including the chief of parks, was, it was a big ask. As the conversations developed, we understood clearly that if Buckingham was to mine these coal reserves on this side of the park, that they were going to have to open up a new footprint over here, another entry, if you will, where they would have to dig a huge pit down to that coal seam and enter mining back this way into their coal reserve. If they did that, which they could do, that would mean that they would have to truck their coal from this point, this loadout point, all the way around State Route 78, below the park, to their processing facility here, up Route 13 to their processing facility here. 7 million tons of coal, that's 280,000 truckloads of coal. 1.3 million gallons of fuel. All of the emissions, all of the safety factors that go with that, of trucking that coal around the park, the bridges, the berms, the guardrails, and the overall public safety on the highway. So, we weighed those options. We also were concerned about the mineral interest that they had here encroaching the park. So we decided to proceed down a negotiation path where we could basically solidify our mineral interest on a common boundary on both sides of the park. So we did this in steps, negotiated this steps with Buckingham. Basically we said, okay, for this 24 acres right here that you control up into the park, we will trade you these 24 acres here and here in the white hash. And then for this 41 acres here, we will trade this 42 acres. So Representative Phelps spoke to, it's actually, they had mineral interest right up into 100 feet of the lake. They now have, now the distance is almost 400 feet, 384 feet will be their line. What we did by doing that also was establish basically a straight line of mineral interest from here all the way down to here. That also is beneficial in the sense that it solidified again our boundary, a core boundary for minerals, It also, from a mine safety standpoint, allows good ventilation and crosscuts to allow ventilation to flow all the way down through for protection of the miners that are here. That straight line gives them a much better safety factor when they have a straight line to put on. Over on this side of the park, we negotiated this 89 acres for these 89 acres of mineral interest. Basically an acre for acre mineral interest swap.